Welcome into Wilson Central High School in Lebanon, Tennessee, this side of the TSSAA Class 1A state tournament. We've got a fantastic opener on tap as the Gordonsville Tigers take on the four-time defending state champion Eagleville Eagles. I'm Noel McKay on the call here on the UCR Media Network. Our broadcast today presented by RWS Plumbing Services. We so appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of this tournament. Both Gordonsville teams in action, getting started in just a few minutes over at the Starplex on Facebook as the Tigerettes will take on McEwen. But here it's the Tigers with a tough test against the Eagles. Jay Foster gets the ball today. We knew it would be him or Colton Bennett. It is Jay who gets the start. And who else would you want if you're a Gordonsville Tiger fan? Gordonsville in their powder blues. Foster on the mound getting in his final warm-up pitches. He'll face an Eagleville lineup that is 23-16-1 on the season, and they'll come to bat like this. Leading things off is Porter Blair. He'll be followed up by Sam Dodd. The pitcher today is Brody Gleason. He bats third. Wyatt McDougal bats fourth. Drake Winooski bats fifth. He's the right fielder. Adrian Severy bats sixth. Batting seventh is Kelton Freeze. Batting eighth is J.R. Duke. And batting ninth is Jackson Nichols. Live on the UCR YouTube channel this afternoon, it is a blisteringly hot day. There have been pop-up showers and storms throughout the area. We hope those stay away. Right now it's sunny in the upper 80s, feels like the 90s. And the biggest deal for me is keeping the equipment cool so we stay on the air. There may be times where the scoreboard doesn't work. That's because I have to put the equipment into its box to keep it shaded. But as long as we can have it, we will. Jay Foster ready to go. Eagleville, they beat McKenzie in their best-of-3 series. 2-1 fell in their first game. That was when Gleason did start. More on that in the bottom half. And then exploded offensively, 15-5, 16-4 in their last game. That 16-4 victory, they had 20 hits. Jay Foster will have to be his best, and the question will be how deep can Jay go in this game? And that shoulder tightness has been a recurring theme for him. He's got the big sleeve on his right arm. They need their best out of their senior. He's done everything at this school, and now he's trying to jumpstart the state tournament with a great outing on the hill. Happy to be along with you today. A lively atmosphere in a jam-packed Wilson Central High School. Foster gets the call, and he will deliver home to Porter Blair. We are underway as the first pitch hits him. Missed too far inside, hit him on the back foot, not the start the Tigers wanted. It's a leadoff base runner. Porter Blair goes down. This is an Eagleville program that has tied a state record. Another one that's tied with Farragut, who's also in the Class 4A state tournament, of 4 consecutive state championships. They know how to win when they get here. Gordonsville trying to throw a haymaker in this double elimination tournament. He will not be eliminated with a loss today, but the path becomes exponentially harder. Runner at first, Foster with a good check over. He's back in time. This is Sam Dodd, the DH, who climbs into the right-handed batter's box. 385 to dead center with a tall wall in center field. 320 to the poles here at Wilson Central. Beautiful ballpark. Grass infield. Foster delivers. That's a good bounce-back pitch, but it just misses for a ball. 1-0. Dodd climbs in. Eagleville in their maroon uniforms with white script across the front. I'll flip the scoreboard around when we get an opportunity, but they flipped a coin just before first pitch. Foster delivers the fastball. That's a good one across on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike here from Jay Foster to Sam Dodd. He hit Porter Blair with the first pitch of the game. He stands at first with plenty of speed. The left fielder leaning, and Jay just gives him a shoulder shrug, forces him to dive back in, never threw. Bunt is shown this time by Dodd, and it goes foul, and so now Foster goes ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Very methodical pace getting back in for Sam Dodd to the batter's box. Eagleville goes methodically. They want to keep it on their terms. Gordonsville trying to knock them off their groove early on. A check over for Jay. Now Dodd awaits. Delivers in, breaking ball. Misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Dodd. Good battle developing here. Expect this game to be full of them. Maybe the 2 best teams in the bracket. That's saying something in a very good 1A bracket. It's a heck of a draw for both squads here in the opener of the tournament. The 2-2. Swung on. Foul tipped into the mitt. Strike 3. A Citizens Bank strikeout for Jay Foster. gets the day started. Runner at first, one down now for the three-hole hitter in Brody Gleason. He's the pitcher on the other side. We're trying to help his own cause. That is a good sign for Jay Foster. After you hit somebody with the first pitch, you rally back and you get the punch out of the next hitter. Now Gleason towers in that right-hand batter's box. Tall, skinny, awaits. First pitch, healthy hack, sends it foul into the very tall net that surrounds the backstop here at Wilson Central. 0-1 the count now. Runner at first with one out. Again, softball a little bit delayed. The game before went long. They'll be live on Facebook when they get started there. But you're not missing anything. Foster going to turn and throw over to the token check. Blair back in time safely, but he's had to dive back in 3 times already. Eagleville and Gordonsville, state tournament opener. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. Good block behind the plate. And 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams feeling each other out early on in this one. This Eagleville offense, when they are rolling, they are explosive. But they do have quite a few outings this year. I mean, you've got 16 losses and a tie. Good schedule, no doubt about it. But they can be had. Runner goes. The pitch misses low. Throw down. Not quite in time as it rolls in. Pretty good throw, or tag, I should say, from second. But in safely as Porter Blair is he picked his spot and advances into scoring position. The pitch was a ball. It's 2-1. Foster with a glance back. Now this one's chopped, and it will go foul. Chris Matthews catches the balls and strikes. Bobby Cripps is at first. Over at second is Kaysen Stinnett. The third baseman, Mason Cross. Shortstop, Maddox Randolph. Out in left field, Sam Osderaw. And right is Rook Rackley. And the center fielder is Caden Mason. Jay Foster trying to get a put-out pitch here with a 2-2 count with 1 down. Runner at second early on in this outing. Now glance back a couple of times. The 2-2. That one dips low and outside in our first full count of the ball game at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foster, what does he have to throw? Signs being given. Chris signals him. Jay with a look back. Now a deliver home the payoff pitch. This one sent way up into the air and out of play, foul. We'll do it again. Good battle here between pitcher and pitcher. Gleason and Foster going at it, still a full count. Foster trying to work around the leadoff hit batter on the first pitch of the game. Foster with a glance back. And another, and now another payoff pitch. Got it! Strike 3 on the inside corner. Jay Foster with back-to-back Citizens Bank strikeouts. He froze the batter who thought it was ball 4. Not today, it's strike 3. Out number 2 with a runner at second. I'll turn down the headset because we just blew out the eardrums. That's a good problem to have. Means good things are happening for the Gordonsville Tigers. Here's Wyatt McDougal, the cleanup hitter, trying to do his job. Runner at second. Foster trying to steal the momentum early on in this one. That's a great strike 3 pitch for Jay Foster. Right on the inside corner with a fastball. Watched it the whole way. Got the call. First pitch into McDougal, breaking ball, put in the same spot, didn't get the call that time. It gets a groan from the Gordonsville faithful, and it's 1-0. Wyatt McDougal awaits as Jay Foster has back-to-back strikeouts after hitting the first batter. That one dips away. A good job by Matthews to slide over and grab it on its way in. Sun just beating down here at Wilson Central. Very warm day. Hopefully that helps the shoulder for Jay Foster on the hill.
Let's go, Joey.
McDougal awaits as Foster again with a long look back towards Blair, who's already stolen one base. Another look. Now they'll deliver in. This one's sent up into the air, playable in right. Long way to go as it's tailing towards foul ground, still going, and it will drop into what's a pretty good-sized foul territory. It was a good jump out in right by Rackley. Couldn't get there in time, however, in strike one. It's been a long time since I've done baseball alone. The scoreboard's going to get off at times, and I'll just go ahead and apologize in advance for it. I'm spoiled with Cameron, who's with Jacob today. Goose has been all over the place already. Coverage on UpperCumberlandReporter.com and the social media platforms. Here's the 2-1. This one's sent up into the air coming towards us, and it's going to just get over the net, and a foul ball, 2-2. Deuce is wild, 2-2 with two down here in the top of the first inning as Foster tries to leave the runner stranded in scoring position. And Jay, he's been in so many big moments. He's playing since he was in the 8th grade. The high school team, he's the starting shortstop, starting pitcher, starting point guard, starting quarterback. You give him the ball in a game like this, and then if you find a way to win it, my goodness, who do you got tomorrow? Even if you lose, you still got Colton ready to go tomorrow. Foster trying to get him out of an early situation. The 2-2 swung on and just foul tipped back as it was close enough to swing at the high fastball. And a good battle here for Wyatt McDougal this time. Last at-bat went to a full count. This one's at 2-2 with no signs of slowing down. Two balls, two strikes, runner at second here for Eagleville. Foster delivers home to McDougal. Breaking ball, hard hit, and it gets down into left. Quickly on it is Ozderall. He'll load up, no throw home. It's cut off, an RBI single for Wyatt McDougal. And the Eagleville faithful have something to cheer about as the four-time champions take an early 1-0 lead. Really good piece of hitting that time by Wyatt McDougal in a two-strike count. A little bit too much over the plate with the slider, and he ripped it over the outstretched glove at third. It was a great effort for Mason Cross, who wasn't able to come down with it, and Eagleville strikes first. A lot of baseball still to go, a 1-0 game. Renanitsky, which is the most difficult name to pronounce this entire year, climbs in. First pitch swinging, and he'll put this one angling towards the gap. Long way to go from center. Mason just now to it as he slides, but it gets away from him. Runner heads around third, and the other runner's heading to third. Throw in, cut off, no tag, and he's safe. An RBI triple for Renanitsky. And Eagleville has all sorts of momentum. They come flying out of their dugout, chest bumps everywhere. It's 2-0 for the Eagles, and they're looking for more. Ambush, the first pitch that he saw, angled it on the ground through the gap. Cross tried to slide to it, ended up booting it even further behind him. And the RBI triple scores McDougal, and now it's 2-0. Again, ton of baseball still to be played, but we need an out for Gordonsville in a hurry. First pitch called a ball to Adrian Severy, multi-sport athlete, semifinalist on the basketball team. And now here out of the 6 hole, Foster trying to get out of this. He had 2 strikes with 2 outs, but a couple of base hits. The fastball gets across with a strike, and it's 1-1. And Eagleville, I mean, flying out of the dugout. It was like they walked it off with that. 1-1. Great pitch. Dots up the outside corner, and it's 1-2. One thing you know is that Jay Foster's not going to blink. A little bit of adversity. He's faced it before. He's right back in his groove. He knows what he wants to throw. Says no to the first from Matthews and yes to the second. The 1-2. Wanted the fastball. It's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It was hit by pitch. Strikeout, strikeout. RBI single, RBI triple. And now a runner at third with 2 outs for Foster. Stranding him would be important. The 2-2. That one misses low, and it's 3-2. We run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Foster trying to get the 6-hole hitter Severy to sit down. Second full count of the inning. The payoff. This one chopped over towards short. Not going to be an easy play. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first. Bang, bang play. The splits and the out. Bobby Cripps went into the full split to retire the side. Eagleville strikes for 2, but a runner left at third. We'll head to the bottom half. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Two to 0 Eagleville as we head to the bottom half. First chance for the bats for Gordonsville, who's hoping that they have some offense in them today. They're going to have the opportunity to do so against Brody Gleason, the right-hander on the mound. They'll face a Tigers order that bats like this. Jay Foster leads it off, followed up by Kason Stinnett. Rook Rackley bats third. Sam Osderaw bats fourth. Batting fifth is Bobby Cripps. In the sixth spot, Maddox Randolph. Mason Cross bats seventh. Chris Matthews batting eighth. Rounding out the order for Travis Hume's Tigers is Caden Mason. Brody Gleason's last time out was the loss against McKenzie. They lost 4-1. He was credited with the loss. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. And Gordonsville's hoping to deliver him back-to-back losses. The first pitch into Foster misses low. It was an interesting first inning. The Tigers were close to getting out of it, but a single and a triple ends up giving Eagleville the early lead, and they certainly celebrated like they had the early lead. First pitch, or next one into Foster misses, and it's quickly 2-0. Good plate discipline early on for Jay Foster. Ton of baseball to go in this tournament. A win, you play tomorrow at 12:30. A lose, with a loss, it's an elimination game at 10. As first strike for Gleason as he puts it across just above the knees, 2-1. This Wilson Central bracket, very, very good in Class 1A. There's the 2-1. That one misses. Foster with another good take. He's ahead 3-1. Would love to become a base runner here for Kason Stinnett. It's been all Tigers in the postseason. 9 straight wins. Every game's been a run rule. Obviously, the competition takes a big step up today. Everyone knows it, expects it. Foster sends this one hard hit. It's a fair ball. Goes over third base. Jay takes the turn around first. He's turning for 2. Here comes the throw. You can forget about it. How about a double to lead things off for Jay Foster? Gordonsville looking for the answer. That'll help in a major way. 3-1, he was looking for one pitch. He found it, ripped it, one hopped right over the third base bag. Great call by the umpire. It was certainly a fair ball. Not a bad job in left to get to it in a hurry for Blair, but he had no chance to get the speedy Jay Foster, who's safe in scoring position. Kason Stinnett trying to answer right here, right now. And Brody Gleason try to find his groove. Not overpowering velocity for Gleason, and that was well timed up by Foster. He leans off of second. Bunt shown. Stinnett was trying to bunt it, and he foul-tipped it right off the center of the mask for home plate umpire, who ate it and didn't even flinch. That's a tough young man. He didn't even blink. That's why he's wearing the mask. Going to the top of the third inning, Smith County and Milan are tied up at 0, still scoreless. Goose is there right now. We have coverage of every team in Murfreesboro this week. All the games. 0-1 coming to Stinnett. He's going to swing away, watches the slider. That one just breaks right across the heart of the plate, and the head goes 0-2. Brody Gleason here against Stinnett. Foster with a big lead at second. Gleason delivers the breaking ball again. This one swung on and missed strike 3. And wasn't able to time up the breaking ball there. That's a good job by Brody Gleason. Mentioned he had 5 strikeouts his last time out. He has his first here. And Rook Rackley, who's been great this entire season, particularly in the postseason, climbs in here for his first AB. Gordonsville trailing 2-0 early on. Bottom of the first here at Wilson Central. Rackley just towers in that right-handed batter's box as he climbs in. Gleason on the other side looks back. Foster's lead has grown even further. No check as that one misses inside. Really good take by Rackley. One ball, no strikes. Foster had the leadoff double. He's still standing at second. Breaking ball again. Rackley watches it the whole way in. That was the pitch that got Stinnett chasing. Able to lean off of it, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Foster went ahead and was able to capitalize with the double. Rackley now narrowly ahead at 2-0. Gleason delivers in. Foster takes a big jump. It's a hard hit towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw across the infield is on the mark for the second out. Runner moves over 90 feet, but Eagleville will take it now as they put the second out on the board. And Sam Osderaw will climb in, trying to at least cut the deficit in half. It was a good job by Kelton Freeze as the shortstop making the throw. Made the routine play. He had to see it through Foster, who ran in front. Now Jay is at third. Osderaw waits as Gleason kicks and fires. Breaking ball. This one sent a country mile foul. I mean, a towering shot, way foul. I don't know if you could hit it further on that line than what he just did. Just a hair out in front. He's the cleanup batter for a reason. Here's the 0-1. Takes that one upstairs for a ball, 1-1. There may be some momentary glitches like we just had where it's catching up. It's because of the heat. And the processors get a little bit overdone. I'm trying to keep it cool, but it's easier said than done. So if that happens, just bear with us for a moment. It should come back. 1-1 to Osderaw. Great take on the breaking ball. It's a good pitch, but he lays off. 2 balls, 1 strike. In fact, I'm going to put it in the trusty box so it can cool off a little bit. No scoreboard for now. Osderaw going to call time and reset things. I mentioned earlier, I may have to turn the scoreboard off at times so I can cool everything down. That's what's happening here. I'll tell you what's happening, though. It's a 2-0 ball game, 2-1 count. Jay Foster stands at third. Gleason delivers. This one chopped over. More work. It's short. Playable. Fielded on a couple of hops. Throw is low, but dug out of the dirt in time to retire the side. Gordonsville can't capitalize on the leadoff double. We'll head to the second. It's 2-0 Eagleville. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the second inning. It is still 2-0 Eagleville. Jay Foster with a leadoff double, but we're unable to cash in. It was a good job by Brody Gleason to work out of the jam. And now Eagleville's looking to add on as it's 7-8-9 due up. Kelton Freeze will get it started and be followed up by J.R. Duke and Jackson Nichols. Foster on the hill, he worked, hit the first batter he faced, and strikeout, single, triple, ground out. It's part of a busy first inning. First pitch misses in here to Freeze for ball one. Would love to work a clean inning against the lower third of the order and get a little momentum back in that Gordonsville dugout. 1-0 fastball. Called a strike. Really good. The inside corner, and it's 1-1. Foster with the 1-1 coming home. This one's fouled back into the net, and he goes ahead 1-2. This is where Foster wants to be today, ahead in the counts. Working strong and in command. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back again, and this is what they've done with 2 strikes a lot so far. Been able to foul pitches back, stay alive in counts. Here's the 1-2 from Foster. Breaking ball, hit hard up the middle, backhanded at second, throw across the infield, got him. Really nice play by Kaysen Stinnett for out number 1 here in the second. That is a tough play, throwing against his body from behind second base and gets the runner. And here's J.R. Duke for his first appearance, the 8-hole hitter. Weren't able to get the leadoff hitter in the first inning, are here in the second. Foster hits him. That one caught. Duke on the forearm as he'll head down to first. Second batter hit by a pitch here early on in this game. And Jackson Nichols, the 9-hole hitter, we'll see if there's a little small ball on for the Eagles or not. That's not what you want to do. Don't want to start hitting guys and allowing base runners, especially against a team that can score it the way Eagleville can. And when they're rolling downhill, look out. Lost their first game against McKenzie, then scored 31 runs, 31 runs over the next 2 games. First pitch misses just a tick low here from Foster. Still 0-0 between Smith County and Milan after 3. Smith County's had 2 runners thrown out on the base paths so far. Couple of glances, now the 1-0. That one misses in for a ball. 2-0.
Let's go 2-7.
We're going to have a trip out into discussion here on the mound with Foster. And just trying to find the zone again. Put it over the plate, force him to put it in play. Especially with a really solid defense behind him. Plate umpire starts to walk out to break up this huddle. It's a runner at first, a 2-0 count, 1 out here in the second. The only other game besides high school games that matters today, the Braves trail the Marlins 4-3 in the top of the 5th. And umpire making his way out and having a discussion. We mentioned the shoulder tightness that's happened with Foster. And he's staying out there here. It's Jackson Nichols at the plate. He's the 9-hole hitter, and he's ahead in the count 2-0. We asked if there'd be small ball. There hadn't been a need to even attempt it so far here for Nichols. Now he sets up. Runner takes his lead over at first. That was Duke. He was hit by a pitch. And now we've got time called. Fortunately, those sunburn easily. This one doesn't feel like it's going to be a quick game at the pace teams are going, as that one misses from Foster. Not particularly close, and it's 3 balls and no strikes here to Nichols. Porter Blair waiting on deck, the top of the order looming. Medium-sized lead over at first. Foster with a 3-0. That one gets across with a strike, and it's 3-1. Took the velo down on that one, able to find the zone.
Go on, Jay. I got war right here, let's go.
Again, leaning off of first is Duke. 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll see what the approach is from Nichols. Foster delivers. That one misses, ball 4. So back-to-back base runners out of the bottom 2 in the order, a hit batter and a walk. First walk issued by Foster in the ball game, and Porter Blair is in business. The leadoff hitter in the order has runners at first and second with 1 out. My goodness, could the Tigers use a double play ball here, trailing 2-0 against the 4-time defending champion Eagles. This one's chopped over, backhanded at first. It ricochets, takes an awkward hop, and everybody's safe. Cripps reached out on the backhand, and it was deflected. It was sharply hit towards him. And now Sam Dodd, who struck out his first time up, has bases loaded with 1 out here in the second as Eagleville looks for a significant lead early on in this one. It's hunker down time now for the Tigers. And we're going to have an infield visit now as the corners come in, as does Matthews from behind the plate. Not what the Tigers were looking for here in the second. Got a ground out to the leadoff batter, and then hit batter, walk, and now it's bases loaded after the last one. This is where double play ball or that strikeout stuff to return. Middle infield at double play depth in at the corners here for the Tigers. Huge spot in the state tournament opener. Foster. First pitch swinging. This one is popped up. In shallow left, ranging up Osderal. He has it. Will they test him? No. It was too shallow, and that is a big second out for Gordonsville. I mean, big. Bases loaded now with 2 outs. Gleason popped out his struck out his first time up. Now he'll climb in here for his second attempt. Softball is still not started yet. It's just now the 7th in the game previous to them over at the Starplex. They will be live before that game starts. But again, that game is nowhere close to beginning. Game before, just now hitting the top of the 7th between Alcoa and Liberty Creek. First pitch into Gleason, missed for a ball. Gleason trying to help his own cause in a major way. Next one, 1-0. Chop foul, 1-1. Foster. It's a big moment, the 1-1. Right down the middle with a fastball. 1-2. You're going to hear a loud ovation if he finds a way to get out of this. Bases loaded with 1 out. Foster. The 1-2. This one hit on the ground, over to short. Fielded, takes the short throw to second, and they got him on the fielder's choice. Bases loaded, jam, no damage done. We head to the bottom of 2. It's a 2-0 ball game. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Tigers get out of a major league jam, and now they're looking to get back in the game. Trailing 2-0 as we head to the bottom of 2. It's 5, 6, 7. Cripps, Randolph, and Cross due up here for Gordonsville. Trailing the 4-time defending champion Eagles 2-0 here with a lot of baseball still to be played at Wilson Central. Gleason, first pitch. That one misses for ball 1. He gave up a double to Foster to lead off the bottom of the first, but then went strikeout, ground out to strand him. Cripps trying to put it in play here. The 1-0 breaking ball. That one misses for a ball, and it's 2-0. That breaking ball is slow. It's got a lot of movement right to left. From the pitcher's perspective, left to right from the batters. He brings the fastball, and that one misses in. Now 3 balls, no strikes. Cripps hasn't had to take the bat off his shoulder yet. Take a base runner any way you can get it right here for the Tigers. Here's the 3-0. Cripps takes the whole way. Fastball right down the middle. Red light special that time, and it's 3-1. 3-1, misses well outside, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Bobby Cripps. He heads down to first. First walk issued by Brody Gleason. And now Maddox Randolph has a runner at first with nobody out here, and he can be patient as he climbs in here. To move it again, trying to keep it from overheating here. A couple of glitches should be okay here in a moment. Gleason awaits. Now he'll turn and throw over. Slide back in time is Cripps. Still 0-0 through 4 between Milan and Smith County. First pitch in, takes the whole way. That one misses low to Randolph, and another ball. You really want to see a strike, maybe 2, before you even attempt to swing, I would think at this point. But if it's something perfect, give it a healthy hack. Here's the 1-0. That one up and in. A little self-preservation as he dodges out of the way of that one. Promising start to the inning. It's 2-0. And Eagleville says it's not such a promising start. Let's have a trip out and a discussion on the mound. Time for their first mound visit of the afternoon. I want to thank RWS Plumbing Services, 615-456-5268 for being the presenting sponsor of these games in the state tournament for the Tigers and Tigerettes. Tigerettes getting started in a few minutes, hopefully. They're delayed over at the Starplex because the game before is going long. Here, it's 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Tigers the home team, so they have the bats. Eagleville struck for 2 with 2 outs in the first. Gordonsville has had at least one base runner in both innings so far. They have one here. Runner at first after the leadoff walk to Bobby Cripps. And Maddox Randolph's at the plate ahead 2-0 as now our home plate umpire going to go out and break up this mound visit. And Coach for Eagleville will head back into his dugout. Wilson Central right in between Lebanon and Murfreesboro off of 840. Great facility. If you haven't seen their basketball gym, their projections, it's elite. One of many sites hosting in the spring fling. Week number 2 of the spring fling. Randolph awaits, and now Gleason with the 2-0. And it misses. Whoa, we called a strike. Wow. And the old ankle high strike. It's 2-1. That is a terrible call and a bailout for Gleason. Jay Foster's thinking, give me that. The 2-1. This one sawed off over to third. Going to be tough to turn to. They will throw to second. No throw to first. It's a good job by Eagleville's infield to get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. So Randolph is safe at first. Cripps is out at second. First out of the inning, and here's Mason Cross trying to jumpstart something here with one down. And on the hand, softly rolled over to third. And the third baseman had time to make the throw to second. He did, and then wisely aided at second. You don't win 4 state championships by not making the fundamental plays Eagleville has so far. See if Gleason's back in it now after losing his control a little bit early on. Now he's got the out on the board. Mason Cross with his first at-bat. First pitch, called a ball, 1-0. Greenfield and Coalfield on the other side. In this Wilson Central bracket, they'll face off after this game. The 1-0. This one flared up. Could be a tough play. Right fielder with a good jump on it, though. He's there in time, and no throw behind him as Randolph rather was a little bit off the bag, but he's back in time. It's a nice job in right on a flare. Hung up just long enough for him to get under it. He makes the catch for out number 2. And a little deja vu. Leadoff base runner, but threatening to do nothing with it as Chris Matthews climbs in for his first at-bat. Going to have to start capitalizing on these leadoff base runners for the Tigers. Just 2-0, though, here in the second. This is kind of Gleason's MO, though. He plays with some traffic on the base paths. It's not overpowering stuff, but he finds a way. Gleason delivers into Matthews. That one hits him on the bicep as he turns out of the way, and it's runners at first and second. Now for Caden Mason out of the 9-hole, trying to flip the lineup over and put it in play. Maybe get within one with one swing of the bat. Pitch just got away from Gleason, and first batter he's hit by a pitch, third total in the game. And now Caden Mason, the center fielder, in a big spot. Runners at first and second with 2 down for the Tigers. Gleason, that control has fleed him just a little bit here in the second inning. First pitch swinging for Mason, comes up empty on the fastball, and it was just a challenge pitch across. Mason trying to find it. Gleason with a look back towards second. Randolph has his lead there, and that one hits him. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch, and here comes Jay Foster with the bases loaded and 2 outs, trying to help his own cause in a major way. He just got out of a bases-loaded jam in the top half, and now he stands at the plate. 3 ducks on the pond, and there is about to be action in the Eagleville bullpen as they are sending an arm down there with some urgency. Walk, fielder's choice, fly out, hit by pitch, and now it's Jay Foster who ripped a double down the third base line his first time up. Climbs in here in a huge spot. It's exactly who they want at the plate in a spot like this. First pitch, breaking ball across, waist high for strike 1. Foster nods his head yes, he saw it. Gleason ahead for the first time in a long time, 0-1. He delivers in. Another breaking ball. That time Foster watches the whole way as it misses outside for a ball. Good take.
Line drive, kid, come on. Come on, Jay.
1-1. Gleason delivers to Foster. Ooh, and he got a very generous call, and Jay kind of goes, wow. Pitching on the other side, he hadn't been getting that call. And now it's 1-2. Generous. The outside corner expands. There's nothing the batter can do with that pitch. Gleason The base is loaded. Delivers home. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike three. Eagleville strands the bases loaded. Both teams do in the second. It's a big pitch by Brody Gleason, and we will head to the third. Still 2-0 Eagles. Coverage is presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the
On a blisteringly hot day here in Wilson Central, it is 2-0 Eagleville. And the 2 runs they scored in the first still standing up. Both teams had the bases loaded, and neither team scored. In the second, due up here against Jay Foster, heart of the order, 4-5-6 coming up for Eagleville. They've won 4 consecutive state championships, trying to break a state record, although it could be tied in 4A. Farragut also has won 4 straight, and they're in the 4A bracket. Cookeville could play them as early as tomorrow. Cookeville in action later on today as the first pitch from Foster's across. He went right to that spot he didn't like in the last inning and gets the call to Wyatt McDougal, who set the tone with the RBI single and then scored a run 1 pitch later in the first. Stands up as the go-ahead run right now. Breaking ball from Foster. This one sawed off over to first. Cripps is under it and makes the catch on the pop-out for out number 1. Renaninsky will climb in. He had that RBI triple in the first. Spun it into the gap and legged it out after it was kicked around in the outfield a little bit. And now Renaninsky climbing in with a run out here in the third. Foster delivers. First pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. Both pitchers have hit 2 batters so far in this game. Neither one has been probably their sharpest so far, but both have been good enough to have a chance as we move into the middle innings of this contest. 1-0 breaking ball hit 1,000 miles an hour into the Eagleville dugout. Everybody ducks for cover and looks like they avoided what would be a very bad collision. Run for cover. As somebody says behind me, that would have hurt. It certainly would have. That was laced. Renaninsky climbs back in here, 1-1 after he tried to take his teammates out. Foster delivers. Great pitch. Fastball in the inner third. Renaninsky tried to slide out of the way, but it's right there for a strike, and it's 1-2. If the zone's going to expand, you got to capitalize on it. That's what Foster's trying to do here. And now he'll step back. Here's the 1-2 from Foster. Slider rolled over to second, fielded, bobbled a little bit, got to make a throw and cannot. Yes, they did, in time, wow. The Eagleville fans aren't going to be happy about that, but they get it just in time on the throw from second. Bang, bang, play goes the way of the Tigers for out number 2. That was very close. And we will take it. Adrian Severy climbs in. He grounded out his first time out. Foster trying to work the first clean inning of the game for either team. Not had a 1-2-3 frame. First pitch swinging for Severy, and it will not be a 1-2-3 inning. Past the outstretched glove at third on the diving attempt, and it is a 2-out single for Adrian Severy. He's safe at first. Kelton Freeze will climb in now, looking for more two-out magic. Both runs in the first came with 2 outs for Eagleville. Severy saw a lot of pitches his first AB, ran it to a full count. Did not do so here. First pitch swinging and sends it hard hit down the third base line. Osderaw was shaded that way, though, so no chance at extra bases, and now he takes a healthy lead off the bag at first. First pitch swinging again, this time for Freeze as he fouls it back. Third base hit of the game for Eagleville. They have left 4 runners on the base pass so far, so have the Tigers. Runner goes. The 0-1 fastball taken for a ball throw down, not in time. And a great jump for Severy as he steals a base, second stolen base of the game for the Eagles, and he's in scoring position now with a 1-1 count to Kelton Freeze. Really no chance for Matthews behind the plate. Severy timed it up brilliantly. Foster with a glance back. Here's the 1-0, breaking ball, fanned on and missed. Big swing, it's 1-2. Foster looking for his first Citizens Bank strikeout since back in the first inning. Freeze back into the left-hand batter's box. The 1-2, fastball chopped foul by a couple of feet down the third base line. Runner goes again. Foster delivers. This one flared. Osderaw's under it. Barely has to move. Ranges up and makes the catch to retire the side. Working around the 2-out single is Jay Foster and the Gordonsville Tigers. We head to the bottom of 3. It's still 2-0. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Still 2-0 Eagleville as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Tigers trying to get the offense rolling. Just one hit so far, but they did have the bases loaded. The fielder's choice and a couple of hit batters weren't able to capitalize in the second. 2-3-4, Stinnett, Rackley, and Osderaw due up in this half inning. And Cason Stinnett struck out swinging his first time up, gets his second attempt against Brody Gleason on the mound. Breeze picking up just a little bit as Stinnett chops this one right back up the middle. No problem for Gleason as he grabs it, jogs over, and tosses to first for out number 1. There's really no hard hit contact outside of the leadoff double by Jay Foster. Rook Rackley climbs in. First pitch swinging on the slider. He'll send it foul. Rackley grounded out to short his first time up and just have not been able to time up Brody Gleason. When he's been in the zone, it's been a lot of softly hit baseballs. His only relief has been when he's walked him or hit him. Breeze picking up, blowing right to left across the diamond. And high fastball, let her high. Check swing, he offered at it for strike 2. Rackley trying to battle now, down 0-2 against Gleason. Love to make quick work here in the third. Slider, that one tips off the mitt of the catcher as it misses for a ball, 1-2. Rackley in the back of that right-handed batter's box. Gordonsville in their powder blue uniforms today. Good uniform matchup. Good baseball matchup as well. 2-0 here in the third. The 1-2. That one misses upstairs. Did it hit him? No. Did they call it a foul ball? Is it a foul ball? Is it a ball? Is it a hit by pitch? And Eagleville's asking the same thing. They're saying it hit the bat, and then it went into the mitt. So Eagleville's saying if it hit the bat and it goes into the mitt, then he's out. If it's a foul ball, he's out. If it hit his hand, he should be at first. But it was definitely caught. 50% of the crowd's about to be very unhappy with whatever they come back with. And they're going to say he's out. Rackley saying it hit him in the hand. Coach Humes wants an explanation. They're going to call it a strikeout and then into the mitt on the foul tip. And Coach Humes is saying it hit him in the hand, and they're saying it hit it in the butt of the bat. And I don't know. So it's a very unorthodox foul tip into the mitt for strike 3 is the call on the diamond. And Coach Humes is adamant that it hit him on the hand. And he's saying, how is it possible for the ball to go where it did if it hit the knob of the bat? Which is a phenomenal question from the head coach. And he's trying to do it in a delicate manner, but he's clearly not happy about it. And I don't blame him. But he says, all right. And the Eagleville fans are trying to chirp. Sam Osderaw will climb in here. Tell you one thing, if Gordonsville scores, it's going to be absolute bedlam on this half of Wilson Central. Something tells me this may not be the last time these two teams get together this week, and it's just beginning. Now, maybe a break for Gleason as he delivers now with 2 outs, and this one is hard hit into left for a base hit. Sam Osderaw, second base hit of the game for Gordonsville. He'll head down to first on the 2-out single, and Bobby Cripps will try to do some damage. He walked his first time up and now climbs in for his second AB. Bobby Cripps climbs in. Gleason. The wind would help Cripps into his power alley if he's able to put a charge into something. First pitch breaking ball, and he was trying to. He swung for the fences. Way out in front, comes up empty-handed 0-1. That's a confidence builder on the mound the other way for Gleason. Cripps was way out in front of that one. Gleason with a 1-0. Runner goes. Great jump. It bounces and gets away. He could take a turn, but he slides in safely. Osderaw was going to be safe either way with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position and ball 2 on the board. Ball 1 on the board as it's 1-1. Great jump off the bag at first for stolen base for the Tigers today. Anything down in the outfield will be more than enough to score the run as Gordonsville trails 2-0 here in the third with 2 down. Gleason looks back as Osderaw bounces around. Slider gets away again, takes a huge hop up into the air, and on the wild pitch, Osderaw 90 feet away now at third. Back-to-back pitches that have gotten away behind the plate. No fault of the catcher. They bounced well in front of home plate. 2 balls, 1 strikes here to Bobby Cripps. The 2-1. This one hard hit over to short. Fields it on a slide. Long throw across the diamond in time. A tremendous play from short. Takes a run off the board for Gordonsville. We head to the fourth. It is still 2-0 Eagles. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Two to 0 Eagleville as we head to the fourth inning here at Wilson Central, round one of this Class 1A state tournament. A great matchup today, living up to the hype, but it's the Eagles still standing up on their 2 runs they scored in the first inning. The Tigers have left 5 runners on the base paths and 3 in scoring position, make it 4 in scoring position so far. 8-9-1 due up here. Duke, Nichols, and Blair, they each reached in the or in the second inning rather, but were unable to score. Jay Foster back to work. First pitch is fouled back for strike one. Controversial play in the last half inning where it looked like batter may have been hit by a pitch on the hands. They say it was off the butt of the bat and then caught for strike 3. Went against Gordonsville, and they got a single but weren't able to cash in from there. Could have been a very different inning as that one misses outside with a fastball from Foster. It's 1-1. Foster just faced 4 batters in the third. That's the fewest he had so far. 1-1 fastball across at the knees, and it's 1-2. J.R. Duke awaits. The 1-2 from Foster. Breaking ball in the dirt. Blocked up by Matthews, and it's 2-2. Foster still looking for that third Citizens Bank strikeout after having back-to-back ones in the first inning. It's the 2-2. Hit on the ground over to second, fielded cleanly. Plenty of time. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Jackson Nichols will climb in here. Nicely done that time. No problem for Kaysen Stinnett. And here's Jackson Nichols. He walked and was left stranded at second his first time up in the second inning. Foster starting to work a little bit quicker now. First pitch, flared foul, and more ducking for cover over in the Eagleville dugout. It's got the base cut out of it here at Wilson Central, so you go down a few stairs to get into the dugout, and it is packed. There's a ton of Eagleville Eagles. That one misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Have not been many quick at-bats today for Foster. So running that pitch count up on a warm day. Bunt shown here out of the 9-hole, and it's popped foul right into the dugout again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to steal one was Nichols. One ball, 2 strikes. Nichols awaits. Foster delivers. This one flared over into left. Osderal with a beat on it. Ranges back, jumps up, and it tips off the mitt. And now he picks it up, doesn't throw in quickly, and it'll be legging it out to second on the error is Jackson Nichols. That's a heads-up play by Nichols to be running hard the whole way after it popped out. Just an extra few seconds of watching it, and Nichols, as a result, is standing at second with 1 out. That's a big moment in this game. But the E7, second error of the game for Gordonsville, puts the 9-hole hitter in scoring position for Porter Blair. He was hit by a pitch, the first pitch of the game, scored a run then, and reached on an error in the second. They worked around the last error clean. Can they do it again here as Porter Blair has his third AB against Foster? First pitch, this one's chopped over, fielded by Cripps. He'll turn and step on the bag for the 3 unassisted. Nichols advances over to third, but the Tigers will take the out for the bag. And now with 2 down, it's Sam Dodd, the 2-hole hitter who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Foster tries to work around the mistake in the field. First pitch swinging for Dodd, puts it up into the air, angling towards the gap, but right on top of it, ranging over to make the catch and strand the runner at third is Rook Rackley, and that will retire the side. A nice job by Foster and the Tigers defense to work around the error. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth, still in a 2-0 ball game presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Bottom of the fourth here at Wilson Central, still 2-0. Going to time up fairly well. Softball going to start at 5:30 over at the Starplex. They're anticipating a 5:30 start time for the Tigerettes against McEwen. That game will be audio over on the UCR Facebook page as Cameron and Jacob are there. It'll at least be shared to the Facebook page. It may be on a different page, but you'll be able to find it right on the main page. It's 6-7-8. Randolph, Cross, and Matthews due up here for the Tigers, still trailing 2-0, and a game that can be had, but they've been unable to cash in on opportunities. 5 runners left stranded so far, 4 of them in scoring position. And Brody Gleason has 3 innings of shutout baseball so far as the first pitch is fouled back by Randolph. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, or second inning, and was left stranded at third when the Tigers had the bases loaded. Winner plays tomorrow at 12:30. Loser at 10 in an elimination game. You're in such a good position if you win this one as the 0-1 misses inside. Good eye. That time for Randolph. If you win this one, you can play one game tomorrow, win it, theoretically, and then you have 2 chances on Thursday to make the state championship game, which is Friday at MTSU. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball sent a mile up into the air in the infield. Second baseman is under it. Ranges up and makes the grab for out number 1. I know a pop out, which is what it'll go down of, describes how high in the air that one was for Randolph. Here's Mason Cross. He flew out to right his first time up. Has another attempt here in the fourth. Not a very busy stat sheet for Gordonsville so far on the scorebook. Trying to change that with one big inning. First pitch to Cross, swings and sends this one way up into the air in left field. That is well struck, still going back, and it drops to the wall. Mason Cross catches all of it, and he will pull into second with an easy stand-up double. Absolutely hammered it into the gap in left center, and with 1 out, a runner in scoring position here, And a huge opportunity for Chris Matthews. Was hit by a pitch in the second. Has another chance here with a runner at second trying to finally cash in for the Tigers. Great swing by Mason Cross. Right off the sweet spot for a second. Looked like he had a chance to get out of here. Left fielder just turned and ran. Matthews in a big spot for a Tigers offense, which has been unconscious in the postseason, but held in check so far today. We know that can change in a hurry. Gleason, a couple of looks back. First pitch, threw that breaking ball across for a strike. And it's an Eagleville team, when they had that bases loaded jam, they had action in their bullpen in the second. Gleason's been able to settle back down, be much more in the zone. Matthews awaits a big lead for Cross at second. He's coming home. Breaking ball, check swing, he offered at it, and it's 0-2. Just significantly slower in velocity than the fastball. Fastball's not overwhelmingly fast, but the slider is very slow. Matthews trying to hunker down here in a big spot. Here's the 0-2. High fastball, swung on and missed, strike three. Third or fourth strikeout of the game for Gleason. That one was helmet high. Come up empty-handed on it, just no chance to get the bat on it. Now here's Caden Mason out of the 9-hole. Was hit by a pitch in the second. There's a runner on second, now with 2 outs. Tigers trying not to leave another runner out in scoring position. Big spot for Mason. Gleason delivers home. First pitch swinging for Mason. Center fielder was playing up, has a great jump and makes the catch to retire the side. 5th runner left in scoring position for Gordonsville as we head into the 5th inning, still 2-0. Coverage is presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more, they are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Jay Foster back to work here in the 5th. It's 2-0. Gordonsville trying to finally break through. They will have the top of the order coming up here in the bottom half of this inning, so it's probably go time for the Tigers. They have been in it. The good news is they've shown they absolutely can compete with the 4-time state champions. Getting some scores from around the area. Smith County trails Milan 1-0 in the 6th. Solo home run for Milan is the difference right now there over at Stewart's Creek, which is about a county over from where we are at Wilson Central, as far apart as you can get from 2 sites here in the spring fling. We'll be with the Tigers and Tigerettes audio coverage the rest of the week, no matter when they play. Sometimes it'll be just me, sometimes it'll be just Jacob with softball, and then when it's possible, it'll be both of us. First pitch swinging, and this is tomahawked. A towering shot in left, and it is gone. First pitch swinging, and Brody Gleason, the pitcher on the other side, has a solo home run. Eagleville adds on. It's 3-0. Made absolutely no mistake with the first pitch he sees. It was over the heart of the plate, and he shows why he's in the spot in the order he is as he hammers it and helps his own cause in a major way. Now 3-0 Eagles, who are feeling it. They know how to win in this tournament, and they're up with a little bit of insurance in the fifth. Wyatt McDougal, now the cleanup batter, will climb in 1 for 2 with an RBI so far. Tough one for Foster. Just an ambush swing. We've seen a few of those today for Eagleville, and that was hit hard and long over the left field fence, probably about 340 off the bat. First pitch swinging here. This one's popped up, and it's tailing out of play behind the Gordonsville dugout for strike one. That is big. Question is that enough now? McDougal at the plate. Renaninsky behind him. Foster trying to settle back in here. Good breaking ball. Caught a ball. 1-1. Foster, ever experienced. Right back in, throwing pitches. This one popped up. Shallow right. Now it's in the infield, under it, ranging forward, and making the catch is Stinnett for out number one. Drake Renaninsky will climb in. He has an RBI triple today and a ground out, a 1 for 2 afternoon so far. Renaninsky, he's got power in that bat, certainly, as a lot of these Eagles do. Tigers do as well, just haven't seen much of it. Not a lot of hard-hit baseballs for Gordonsville this afternoon. You got to credit Gleason on the other side, keeping him off balance with the breaking ball especially, as the first pitch is foul-tipped into the mitt for strike one. The 0-1. Got him chasing. Had one a mile away in the dirt in the other batter's box. And if you see that swing, you're Jay Foster, you can throw whatever you want at 0-2. Renaninsky in the front side of the batter's box. Foster with a big nod of the head. Yes, he delivers home. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Got him. First Citizens Bank strikeout since the first inning for Foster. Third overall. And he has bounced back nicely after the home run to open up the inning. Adrian Severy, who first pitch swung at a single his last time up, 1 for 2 today, climbs in here for his next opportunity. And going to be a trip out here. And we'll check the count for Foster. Down 3-0, and it may be on the pitch count. It is. So on the pitch count, Jay Foster's day is done, and it's going to be a call to the bullpen. New pitcher for the Tigers on the other side here with 2 down in the fifth, trailing 3-0.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
'73 pitches for Jay Foster, so on the pitch count, they will keep him available potentially later on in this week. And go to the bullpen. Ty Randolph will take the ball here for the Gordonsville Tigers, trailing 3-0 in the top of the fifth inning with 2 outs, nobody on. Adrian Severy at the plate. Foster more than good enough against an explosive lineup that had 20 hits their last time up, limiting them to just 3 runs, but nothing doing offensively so far for the Tigers, so they are currently trailing 3-0. If this result holds, they play tomorrow at 10 a.m., an elimination game, a comeback win, which would be awesome. They play at 12:30. Coalfield and Greenfield playing next to see who the opponents will be. Foster obviously going to stay in the game. He'll head over to shortstop. Looks like Maddox Randolph is going to move over to second. And now for Randolph against an explosive offense, trying to keep it where it is. First pitch misses upstairs for Randolph for ball one. Obviously tomorrow in that first game, no matter if it's the winner or the loser's bracket, it's going to be Colton Bennett on the hill for Gordonsville, the Mr. Baseball finalist. Runner-up for the award earlier on today. What a season he has had, and it's going to give him a great chance no matter who the opponent is. Randolph rips off the breaking ball, caught a ball, 2-0. Here with 2 outs. That one falls off the table and misses for a ball. It's 3-0 now. Randolph going to have to throw strikes here in this spot. This game is certainly winnable for the Tigers, but you don't want it to balloon past 3-0. Nowhere close. Upstairs, ball four. A 4-pitch walk. Severy heads down. And now here's the 7-hole hitter, Kelton Freeze. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. His first appearance against Randolph. The bottom half is going to be top of the order. 1, 2, 3 for the Tigers. So if they can keep it at 3-0, they'll be right there in it. 5 straight balls now for Randolph as that one misses outside with a fastball for ball one. Healthy lead over at first off the bag for Severy. He's already stolen 1 base today. Randolph misses again. 6 pitches, 6 balls, and that continues. You're going to see a quick hook for Coach Humes. Just have to have strikes in a game like this. Two 2-0 the count. Throw over. Nice block by Cripps. Looking for a strike here. 6 balls so far for Randolph. In relief of Foster at 73 pitches, keeping him below that 75 mark. Here's the 2-0. There it is. Puts the fastball to the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. See if that settles him in. Runner goes, the pitch misses, throw is high and leaping up to make the grab. It is Foster, but it's now 3-1. Hitters count for Kelton Freeze. J.R. Duke behind him. Eagleville threatening now with the runner in scoring position after the stolen base for Adrian Severy. And time going to be called here by Freeze. Gordonsville has had some issues at times having to get behind Bennett and Foster. The 3-1, fastball, hard hit right up the middle, and Randolph flashes the leather, says, look what I found. Flips it over his shoulder to retire the side. A great job there by Randolph, staying calm on the line out, and he strands a runner in scoring position and keeps it at 3-0, but the solo home run does stretch it to a 3-run lead. It's go time for the Tigers. Top of the order, due up on the other side. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Jay Foster going to lead it off as we head into the bottom of the fifth inning, trailing 3-0. But a great job getting out of the jam and he is hit in the back. First pitch of the inning from Gleason, and Foster heads down for the second time in the ball game, and you will take that any way you can get it for Gordonsville. And Kaysen Stinnett re-entering. He's going to move up here. Or pardon me, he moved into center, I believe. Kaysen Stinnett either way. He's climbing in. So far 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Gleason in his fifth inning of work. Foster takes his lead, see if he's moving. He shows bunt, pop straight back for strike one. The Tigers have been threatening over and over and over again. 5 runners have been left in scoring position, 6 total on the base paths so far. And now a little discussion about the signs potentially between coach and Stinnett. Foster over at first. Climbing back in here is Stinnett after the discussion. Trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the fifth. A throw over, back in time is Jay. No problem there. For Gleason, he is just cruising around right now. 52 pitches through 4 complete innings of work. But he hit Foster with the first pitch of the inning, who goes, Stinnett shows bunt. It's a great one, right in front of the plate. Catcher loads up, throw to first in time. On the sacrifice bunt, runner moves up into scoring position as the Tigers look for their first run. And now here's Rook Rackley, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Now would be a great time to change that around. The bunt was too good. It never moved. Went right in front of the plate and sat there, and it ended up allowing Spear, the catcher, to make the throw down. Rook Rackley trying to break out here in this state tournament. That would be a great time for a long ball. Foster with a big lead over at second. Gleason comes home. Breaking ball, called a strike. That slow creeping slider across. The 0-1 coming to Rackley. Do it again, this time misses low and outside, 1-1. Foster with tons of speed at second. It is go time here. Heart of the order for Gordonsville. 1 down in the fifth, trailing 3-0. Here's the 1-1. Fastball inside, tips off the mitt, and Jay Foster standing 90 feet away. Throw down, ill-advised. That'll be grabbed at third. And Foster on the wild pitch now 90 feet away. Rook Rackley. A 2-1 count. Gleason delivers. This one set up in the air, foul out of play, and it's 2-2. been way too quick to get to 2 outs in this game for Gordonsville. Just no margin for error when that happens. And that's how you've had all these quick innings that they faced. Rackley trying to battle. Here's the 2-2. That breaking ball again got him to swing through. Strike 3, the 5th punch out of the game for Brody Gleason. And I'd venture to say all of them have come on that pitch. The slow slider just moving all the way across the zone, wave through, and now Sam Osderaw trying to finally bring a runner home. He ripped a single his last time up and was left stranded at third. Foster standing at third for the second time in this game. Gleason. First pitch, fastball misses low, blocked up by Spear behind the plate. It's 1-0. We'll see what the approach is here for Gleason as he keeps relying on the slider. 1-2. Pardon me, the 1-0, that is sent again. Osderaw, it's the second time he's done that. He's just blasted it to a place no baseball's been seen before out of play. And it's 1-1. Osderaw waits. Runner at third. 2 outs in the 5th, trailing 3-0. 1-1. Breaking ball, he lays off. Really good take. That's the pitch that's been swung through a lot today, and it's 2-1. Gleason's just been cruising. Going to have to apply some pressure to him on the mound. And Osderaw going to try and do that. Reset the timing. Throws that right hand up and steps out. Back in here, Foster leans off of third base. He reached after being hit with the first pitch of the inning. Since then, sacrifice bunt, strikeout. 2-1. That one misses. 3 balls and 1 strike to Osderaw. Hitters count to a great hitter in this 1A classification. Bobby Cripps waiting on deck. They love an opportunity here with runners at the corners. There's a huge gap in left center. The 3-1. Misses. Ball 4. Slider low and outside. And it is. Runners at the corners. Potential game-tying run to the plate. It's Bobby Cripps. 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out so far. And he's got Foster at third. Osderaw at first. Down by 3 in the 5th. Action starting to kick up over in the Eagleville bullpen. Welcome to the state tournament spring fling. And now a trip out. Second mound visit of the game for Eagleville. Everybody understands the importance of this at bat. Cripps at the plate. Maddox Randolph on deck would love an opportunity. The Tigers have stranded 6 runners so far. It's time to change that and put numbers on the other board, the scoreboard. Long discussion here. See if our home plate umpire is going to go break it up. Not yet. He's talking to Cripps, and now he's going to go out and have a word. Eagleville's coach will beat him to the punch and head off. So it was hit by pitch, sack bunt, strikeout, walk. Just 4 hits so far for this Tigers offense, which has just been unbelievable in the postseason. Double-digit runs in every game, run rules in every game, but you knew it was going to be tougher here. Competition takes a big step up. They have competed well, but are down 3-0, and they've got to cash in on offense when they have their chances. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Bobby Cripps, the 5-hole hitter in the order. Gleason delivers that slider, and Cripps able to lay off. Great take. Again, that's the pitch that's just been swung at over and over again today by the Tigers. He takes it that time, and it's 1-0. Tiger faithful trying to spurn on their squad. Runners at the corners here. 1-0. That one misses. Low and outside with a fastball. 2-0. We've seen Gleason lose his control at times. Be a great time for that to happen again. Here's the 2-0. Swings and misses at the slider, gets away. Runner moves up, Osder on top of it, 90 feet away. It could have been ball 3. Instead, it's strike 1, and it's 2-1. And something about that pitch has just not been tracked by the Tigers today. It's a late movement, and it's always in the dirt. It seems like it's always away, just swinging through it. Can't hit it. Two and one here from Gleason to Cripps. Breaking ball sent way up into the air in left field. It is high, it is deep, ranging under it and left. The center fielder takes it. Severy robs extra bases, and 2 more are left stranded in scoring position. Great range shown by Severy for Eagleville as we head to the 6th. It's still 3-0. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services.
We head to the 6th inning at Wilson Central. It's still 3-0 Eagleville, and so far it's been a game of missed opportunities for the Tigers. They have stranded 7 in scoring position, 8 total runners so far through 5 innings of work. 2 more in the top half, or in the bottom half, I should say, of the 5th inning. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Tigers when we get to the bottom half of this one. 8-9-1 here for Eagleville. And back to work is Ty Randolph on the hill for Gordonsville. Checked in relief of Jay Foster through 73 pitches, so they keep him under 75. It would be available on Friday if the Tigers can get there to throw in a potential state championship game. Either way, you're playing tomorrow. With a loss, you'd have to win out. Why is it so important to win this game? If you lose this game, you have to win 4 games in 2 days to make the championship game. If you win, you have to win 2 games in 2 days. Winning this game is critical to your chances of winning a state championship. Eagleville knows it. They've been playing with fire. J.R. Duke climbs in. First pitch swinging. This one flared over. Ranging back from second. Under it and making the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Haven't been a lot of that today. A welcome sight. Jackson Nichols will climb in. He's reached twice on a walk and an error. Maddox Randolph at second was able to give back and make that grab. First pitch across at the knees for strike 1 into Nichols, and after 6 straight balls to open his outing, Randolph has really found his groove on the mound. Here's the 0-1. This one weakly rolled. Foster ranges to his left, and it eats him up. 3rd error of the game for Gordonsville. Took an awkward hop off the hand and into center. And it's the 3rd time Nichols has reached, 2nd time on an error. Runner at first as the lineup flips over here for Porter Blair. And the Eagles are looking for insurance here late in this game. Uncharacteristic mistakes for the Tigers, what we have not seen in recent weeks. And Eagleville's making them pay. But still certainly in this game, they've got to keep it where it is. Runner goes, first pitch swinging, more work for Foster. This time fields cleanly. He's got to make a good throw, and he does in time to beat the speedy Blair by maybe a quarter of a step. That's a good bounce back play by Jay Foster. Runner advances over to second on the hit and run. And now Sam Dodd, who is 0 for 3 with a couple of flyouts and a strikeout, has his first attempt against Randolph on the mound. Randolph getting soft contact. That is very good to see. If he could close it out here and save any other arms, that would be huge for the Tigers as time is called. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, runner at second for Eagleville. They lead 3-0 here in this opening round of the Class 1A state tournament. Randolph slides and delivers a big breaking ball. He does not get the call. 1-0. Goose is here now, because of course he is. He's been all over Rutherford County today. He's over in the Gordonsville dugout. I'm in the grandstands, as that one's across for Randolph, and it's 1-1. It's not the best broadcast setup I've ever had. He said it's the best. It's one of the best photo setups he's had. So Goose is happy as this one's set up into the air and left. Osderaw has a beat on it, ranges back to his left and makes the catch to retire the side. Nice job bouncing back again after an error by the Tigers defense. They put a 0 on the board and keep their chances intact. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, time running out, trailing 3-0 in the opening round of this state tournament. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Wilson Central, 3-0 the score. Eagleville still leads. Maddox Randolph, Mason Cross, Chris Matthews due up in this half inning for the Tigers. And they have left 8 runners on the base pass, 7 in scoring position so far. You got to credit Brody Gleason, though. He lost in his sub-state game. They went down 1-0 in that series and then dominated their next 2. And he has been very good today. He's lost control a couple of times, been able to get some big plays behind him and gotten out of the jam. His breaking ball has kept Gordonsville off balance, but they are within striking distance. The Tigers can score 3 in a hurry. Now would be a great time to do it. Bottom half of the order, start a big inning. There's been all sorts of action in the pen. This one's chopped over to short, fielded cleanly. Long throw, not in time. Maddox Randolph with too much speed as he legs out the infield single. Couldn't be played any better from short for Kelton Freeze, but Randolph there in time safely. And now Mason Cross has an opportunity with the runners at first and nobody out. Leadoff base runner here for the Tigers. It is go time. Absolutely right here, right now for Gordonsville. Good Lord. Alcoa beats Covington 21-0. Thanks for coming. In the Class 3A tournament, it's just a surprise. First pitch is across to Cross. He was taken the whole way, and it's across for a strike. Gordonsville leads 1-0 going to the bottom of first. Cat Johnson drives in Matty Kemp. Everything else was a strikeout, but the Tigerettes lead 1-0 over at the Starplex. Scoring on that pitcher is not easy. Runner goes, the 0-1, taken for a ball, no throw. Randolph in safely on the stolen base with nobody out, and the Tigers starting to apply some pressure here. I mentioned action in the bullpen. See if they pull Gleason before he hits 75 pitches. It's a 1-1 count to Mason Cross, who doubled his last time up, and he hammered it. Had a chance to get out of here. One hopped into the wall. Tying run in the on-deck circle. Here's a 1-1. Cross sends this one up into the air. Not as deep, ranging a long way, and center fielder Severy is there. He makes the grab. He was tucked in behind the umpire. Couldn't see him there. but he's in time for out number 1 with a runner at second. Again, got to find a way to cash in. Chris Matthews was hit by a pitch and struck out so far today. You're now guaranteed your biggest bats at the top of the order are going to get another at-bat. So you don't have to get them all back right here, but can you get 1, 2, be right there, be a bloop and a blast away from tying or walking this off. It'd be a really good job by the bottom half of the order if they can do it. I'd love for them to do more. Gleason's first pitch to Matthews is that slider, and a late decision fouls it back out of play. They just have not been able to time up that pitch. Oh, 1 the count. Matthews awaits. Gleason with a couple of looks back. He'll deliver in. And it hit him right in the shoulder blade. Third batter hit by a pitch. Make it the fourth batter hit by a pitch. And now it's runners at first and second. And it's Ty Randolph, who is in the spot of Caden Mason. He's pitching on the other end, and now he gets the AB, and we'll see what's on here. It's a little small ball potentially for the Tigers. Runners at first and second with 1 out. He's the potential game-tying run. Jay Foster on deck next. I said it's go time. It is absolutely go time for Gordonsville. Randolph with his first AB. Gleason mentioned he's lost his control a few times. Randolph swinging away, sends it way up into the air in the infield. I think it's going to be the infield fly rule, and he is out. And now Jay Foster climbs in a huge spot. He's had a career full of big spots. This one of the biggest. Runners at first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 3-0 in the state tournament. Foster today, double, strikeout, hit by pitch. Attempt number 4 against Brody Gleason. None bigger than this. He's the tying run. Of all the guys, maybe in the entire Upper Cumberland, one of the top guys you want at the plate in this spot. It's this young man. First pitch swinging, sends it up. Very playable in shallow left field. It's the shortstop ranging back, adjusting and making the catch. Ends up in the middle of left field, going all the way back is Freeze, and 2 more Tigers are left stranded. 1 inning to go here at Wilson Central in the tournament opener. Still 3-0 Eagles. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Top of the 7th inning. Ty Randolph trying to keep it right where it is. Still 3-0 Eagleville. It's been this way for a while. 2-0 after the first. A solo home run in the 5th. Added on the insurance run. And it will be heart of the order. 3-4-5 coming up for the Eagles here as they are trying to defend their 4 consecutive state championships. I think we may have a change for them in the bottom half on the mound as they have action continuing over in their bullpen. But we'll see. It'll be 2-3-4 for the Tigers in the bottom half, who have left 10 runners on the base paths. That is simply the story of the game. Brody Gleason, he hit the solo home run. First pitch he saw in the 5th. This is his first appearance against Randolph, who after struggling just a little bit early on has really settled in and worked a clean 6th inning. First pitch breaking ball is across for strike 1. If you lose, you play tomorrow at 10 a.m., season on the line. You win, you play at 12:30. And then if you were to win that 10 o'clock game, you play again later on tomorrow afternoon.
Let's go, Tom.
Either way, it's going to be Colton Bennett on the hill for Gordonsville. That will not be a surprise to anybody. It's 16 strikeouts against South Pittsburgh in their clinching sub-state win. 1-1 coming here to Gleason. Breaking ball again. A good one across for a strike, and it's 1-2. The Eagles are in a good spot, but they love to have a couple of insurance runs here with the biggest bats coming up in the bottom half. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Ty Randolph with a Citizens Bank strikeout. It's his first here in relief. He does it against a good hitter. Here's Wyatt McDougal, singled and scored a run with an RBI in the first. Has popped out twice since then. He's got a sweet bat, lime green with black. He climbs in here. First pitch to Randolph, from Randolph, I should say, misses low and outside for ball 1. One to 0 through 1 inning. Callie Dillard works a clean first. Tigerettes lead McEwen after 1 over at the Starplex. Here's the 1-0. That one misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes to Wyatt McDougal. Drake Renaninski's on deck next. Each of these batters can hit it out of here at any time. Got to make sure you don't make a big mistake. Here's the 2-0. Good fastball across at the knees for a strike. Figured this would be a battle. It has been. Eagleville's just made a couple more plays so far. It's a 7-inning game, not a 6-inning game, as that one bounces in, and it's 3-1.
Let's go, Ty.
3-1 coming from Randolph. Breaking ball misses inside, ball 4, and a runner at first with 1 out here as McDougal reaches on the walk. Second walk issued by Randolph. And now Drake Renaninski, who had a triple with an RBI in the first inning, is 0 for 2 since then, climbs in here for his first attempt against Randolph. But it will come against a different pitcher. And playing the pitch count game is Coach Humes, and they're going to make a change call to the bullpen here for Gordonsville, and he will come out before he hits 25 pitches. Means Ty is available to pitch tomorrow if necessary. We'll tell you about the new pitcher on the other side. Coverage presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for dependable plumbing services from people you can trust? At RWS Services, they believe in doing the job right the first time with honesty, integrity, and quality workmanship you can count on. As a family-owned business, RWS Services takes pride in treating every customer like part of the family. Whether it's plumbing repairs, installations, or other home service needs, RWS Services is committed to reliable service and customer care every step of the way. When you want honest work from people who truly care, call RWS Services.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Ty Randolph threw right at 25 pitches, so he comes out now, could pitch tomorrow. Jay Foster threw 73 earlier, and it's Ryder Roberts, the right-hander, on the hill here for Gordonsville. He inherits a runner at first with 1 out here in the top of the 7th in a 3-0 ball game. As the Tigers try and have a little magic, a little need to walk it off if they want to win this game. They certainly could. 2, 3, 4 coming up, but they want to keep it right where it is. Ryder Roberts looking to be in the zone. Drake Renaninski at the plate. Third pitcher so far used by the Tigers today, and you'd imagine you want him to throw well less than 25 pitches, but it would be at 25, and then they'll come and get him. Spring fling all across Rutherford County here. Starplex, Oakland, Stewart's Creek, Rockville, Blackman. Teams across the state have descended upon the Murfreesboro area this week. Ryder Roberts looking for 2 outs here. Facing off against Drake Renaninsky. Shows bunt for a moment, and now he does turn to show. Pitches across for a strike. Runner goes, throw down, hits him, and it gets knocked into shallow center, but on top of it, racing over to keep it in front. No problem for Maddox Randolph, but the stolen base is successful for Wyatt McDougal, and a big insurance run stands 2 bags away. Pitch was across for a strike, so it's 0-1. Roberts really just focusing on home plate. That's a good idea here. He slides and delivers a breaking ball, slap foul, and it's 0-2. If he can be in the zone, he'll be effective. This has been a battle today, and it certainly may not be the last time these two teams face off. It's essentially 2 double elimination tournaments happening until one winner-take-all championship game on Friday. Glance back, now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A big Citizens Bank strikeout. Ryder Roberts comes out of the pen and makes an impact early. 2 down here in the inning. It'll bring up Adrian Severy, who's had a good day on both sides of the field. Out in center, he's made a couple of big plays. He has a single, a walk, and 2 stolen bases. Climbs in here with a runner at second and 2 down in the top of the 7th. Glance back, now coming home. That one misses low for a ball. Little visit here between Matthews and Roberts. Get on the same page. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down here in the 7th. Runner at second. Once again, a thank you to our presenting sponsor, RWS Plumbing Services. Be with us this entire week. We welcome them to the team. Make sure you thank them in the comments. This one's sent up into the air, very playable in shallow right field. Randolph is under it from second, and he makes the catch, and a great job by Ryder Roberts out of the pen to keep it right where it is. Last chance for the Tigers with 2-3-4 coming up, trailing by 3 on the other side. Coverage is presented by RWS Plumbing Services on the UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Last chance for Gordonsville, trailing 3-0. It's been a battle today between 2 of the best teams, maybe the 2 best teams in Class 1A. But it's the 4-time defending champion Eagles with the advantage. Kaysen Stinnett, Rook Rackley, Sam Osderaw coming up in this half inning. And Stinnett and Rackley so far 0 today. Trying to change that around right here. Stinnett has a sacrifice bunt, a ground out, and a strikeout today. He climbs in here. And it is, again, Brody Gleason, he's at 76 pitches, so they might as well let him go at this point, and they will. The big righty trying to close out a complete game. Tigers needing 3 to extend the game. First pitch is across for strike 1. Coalfield Greenfield playing next. That's all 4 teams in this quadrant of the bracket. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, good take. Stinnett watches that one miss. 10 runners have been left on the base paths today for the Tigers, compared to 6. That's a lie. Make it 8 on the other side. Next one is across for a strike with the fastball. And Stinnett's now behind in the count, 1-2. And they had to put a swing on it here. Stinnett awaits. 1-2. Takes the breaking ball outside for ball 2. Two. Gleason delivers home. Fastball sent right back where it came from, past the outstretched glove of a diving second baseman, and Kaysen Stinnett with a little 2-strike magic puts it into center. It's a leadoff single for the Tigers, who have life here in the 7th. 6th base hit of the game for Gordonsville, and here's Rook Rackley looking for his first base hit, 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a ground out, and he climbs in here. Runner at first. Potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Tigers looking to get it rolling here. Well, the more they can get with no outs, the better. Gleason delivers. First pitch fouled back. Rackley hit it into himself. He's all right, and it's 0-1. When in doubt, he is throwing the big looping slider. Runner Stinnett had the single. He leans off his bag at first. A throw over. He dives back in. Pretty good move, but Stinnett, after slipping just a bit, able to get back in safely. Oh, 0-1 to count. Rackley awaits. Gleason with a long look in. Now he comes home. Rackley watches that one all the way. Check behind the runner. Tag not in time. He did not dive. Stinnett just able to beat it back in. 1-1. Got to be careful there. He got way off the bag, and then on the way back in, didn't slide or dive, and a little bit of a quicker tag. It could have been trouble. Rackley awaits the 1-1. It hit him. Another batter hit by a pitch, the 5th today. And now the tying run is at the plate, and it's Sam Osderaw who could absolutely tie the game with one swing of the bat. First 2 reach. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Gordonsville. Still with nobody out, still with action in the bullpen. Sam Osderaw, 1 for 2, single, walk, and a ground out today. He climbs in here in a huge spot. Again, the more you can get with no outs, the better. Gleason hit him right in the back with that last pitch. He looks back. Now comes home. That one misses. Great take by Osderaw. Low and out. Ball 1. Tough take and a really good one to get ahead in the count. You can feel a little pulse of energy through the Gordonsville side of this building right now. It could be a jolt with one swing of the bat for Osderaw. The 1-0. That one almost hit him. He had to slide out of the way. It takes a huge bounce throw. Not in time. Everybody's safe on the wild pitch. It missed a couple of feet behind Osderaw. The control is fleeting Gleason, and there are 2 in scoring position now for Gordonsville with nobody out. Oh, and by the way, it's 2-0 to Sam Osderaw. The beauty of being the home team. Runners at second and third for Osderaw. Gleason behind in the count, 2-0. He missed badly with that one. This one hit on the ground to second, fielded cleanly. They throw to first, but a run comes across. Run traded for an out. Gordonsville is on the board, but it is the first out of the inning. On the ground out, giving RBI to Osderaw. Now here's Bobby Cripps. Does not have a base hit today. As a ground out, fly out, and a walk. He's got a runner at third. Tigers down to their final 2 outs, but the tying run is at the plate. Gleason, see if that settles him in. Delivers to Cripps. That one, oh my goodness, a called strike. May have clipped the inside corner. Must have, as it's 0-1. Does that finally break the seal for Gordonsville? It does in some ways. It gets them on the board. They have not been able to get anybody across. Scrape runs. They do here, but they need 2 more. Would love 3 more. Gleason with the 0-1. Breaking ball. Cripps saw it, took it, and it's a strike. 0-2. Slow. I mean, it's creeping. It's in the 60s as it creeps by with a slider. But it's his best pitch, and it's been there over and over and over again for Brody Gleason today. Now Cripps has to battle behind in the count 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. The Eagles are 1 out away, and he threw the breaking ball in the dirt, waved at and missed. And of all the strikeouts today, that is now the 6th, and I think all 6 have been sliders in the dirt. No exaggeration. Here's Maddox Randolph, last chance for the Tigers. He's reached on a fielder's choice and a single so far, stolen a base. He has a runner at third. Gleason trying to secure a victory for Eagleville. The name of the game now is extending the ball game. First pitch swinging. This is hit hard into center, and it will drop. An RBI single. The Tigers are within 1, and the potential winning run comes to the plate. Maddox Randolph says we're not done yet with the RBI single. Rackley scores. The Tigers are within 1, and here's Mason Cross. Has a double today as part of a 2-for-3 day. All 3 have been into the outfield. And now Cross trying to extend this ball game, and we'll see, is Eagleville going to make a change here? They're having a question, and they're going to go out and have a discussion, and this is a different coach, which leads me to believe they may make a change here ahead of this potential final AB, what they hope to be the final AB. If nothing else, this is a hearty pep talk being given to Brody Gleason. Runner at first is Maddox Randolph. It was a single, hit batter, RBI ground out, strikeout, RBI single. And the Tigers have 2, but they need 3. 1 more to win. 1 more to tie, I should say. 2 more to win. With 2 outs, it's Mason Cross at the plate. And the umpire going to go out and have a word after a long visit. They're going to stick with Brody Gleason in this spot. And the umpire is waving. Maddox Randolph just left really quickly to talk to Coach Humes. He's going back over. Will they be aggressive on the base paths? Try to snag a bag and put them closer to tying the game. It's dangerous. We'll see if they do it. Cross has seen it well today so far. Gleason steps off, now back on. You knew the Tigers would not go quietly into the night. Cross awaits as Gleason kicks and deals. Runner stays put. This one sent up into the air by Cross. It is playable in left. Under it against the setting sun and making the catch to retire the side. Eagleville survives a dramatic comeback attempt for the Gordonsville Tigers and wins game 1 of this state tournament. Final score, Eagles 3, Tigers 2. Tigers will be back in action tomorrow at 10 a.m. against the loser of the next game, which is Coalfield against Greenfield, and will have to win 4 consecutive games to make the state championship game on Friday. Eagleville advances in the winner's bracket. Will play at 12:30 tomorrow. Softball in action over on the Facebook page. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for complete coverage of the spring fling. All of our website coverage is presented by our friends at Risher Roofing. We once again want to thank our friends at RWS Plumbing Services for being the presenting sponsor of these broadcasts. We'll be back tomorrow with the Tigers at 10 a.m. as they try to extend their season. A dogfight today goes the way of the Eagleville Eagles. Final score, Eagleville 3, Gordonsville 2. I'm Noah McKay for all of us here at UCR. We say so long from Wilson Central.